Hello everybody and welcome back. So this week's update is going to be, well, really uneventful. I have been going over the PCB for the thermostat, and I fixed everything on here that was not okay, which, as you can see, no yellow wire, was actually nothing except from the socket, or from the orientation of the pin header that was wrong, but I fixed that. And now with all the spacings fixed that I was talking about last week, I finally ordered what I hope to be the final version of the thermostat PCB. And yeah, that's gonna probably take around a week or two. I hope not too long, but since it's the New Year season in China, well, who can say? But I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I modified some of the code, I tested some of the code. I now even have 3 beta testers, one of which is in Germany, right around here, and he's actually testing this in a very big storage location where they have buses and trucks, and they service them, they clean them, and then they're put in there to dry, and they have decentral heating. And in winter they use these diesel heaters to augment that. And yeah, he's given me really positive feedback. He says that although it's running a lot longer, the diesel consumption is lower than what it was before, and I mean, that was what we were going for. The second beta tester is, I really don't know, and he's just reported that he built a board slightly similar to this one, and he's going to start testing this. And the third beta tester is in the US of A, and he's using this to heat his cabin in the Appalachian Mountains. And according to him, the new installation is Wi-Fi approved. He says he can turn it on remotely, so it's, as far as I know, it's an off-grid cabin. I wonder how he has cell reception there. Maybe some of my American viewers can shed some light on this. Is it really like it that you have cell reception almost everywhere? Because here in Germany, I can go out the house, walk for 15 minutes, and there's not going to be any cell reception there. I don't know. So, but he says his wife is really happy. They can turn the heating on from home before they leave, and 2.5 hours later, when they get to the cabin, it's apparently cozy and warm. And what else do you want? Right. So what I did was, I first of all, I used this a lot. The weather is still bad. We're still having snow here. It's still cold. This heater is a godsend. I went ahead and I took the code that I had. I added a license. I created a GitHub repo. It's still empty right now, so nothing's in there yet. And I got everything set up the way I needed it. So once everything is verified to work, I can just upload the code, and everybody can start reproducing these things and testing it, and then we can make some real progress. I also went ahead and I finished the PCB design. So now it actually says something, what it is, by whom it is, where you can find the information on GitHub. I added a voltage regulator, so this 5.5 millimeter power plug is now a 12 volt in. It should be working from 6 to 24 volts, but I haven't tested that yet. But that should work all right. I did some relocation of some of the parts. I measured the distance between the display connectors, and I changed the orientation of some of the parts. So, for example, all the capacitors are now oriented so the positive pole is on the same side. Small things like that. And I cleaned it up, and in the end I ordered another 5. So let's see when they come here. So what I have not been able to source yet are the correct LED displays. I got another set, but they are also the type where they work as a clock and not as a 4-digit 7-segment display with decimal points. So I'm still waiting on that, and that is going to influence the software that I have to write for the controller. But even if I can't get them, I can release the code and we can fix that later. They appear to be hard to get. I wonder why. Now, looking at what's going to happen during this week, it's probably going to be relatively uneventful. Maybe I can take some of the ideas that I get from my beta testers, like the guy with the cabin was actually asking for a second mode. He wanted like high power mode where the thing would go heat up, then turn itself off and turn itself back on. A low powered mode where it would just try to keep the temperature that was set, but really only turn off when it exceeds the hysteresis. That's the mode that I have right now. And then he was asking for a low temperature mode that is settable with just one button press. So it's like a night mode where it runs at a much lower temperature, but it doesn't turn off and on all the time, because the diesel heaters, when they turn off and on, they ramp up the fan quite a lot. And he said he would rather have it that it stays running at a very low power level, but it keeps running, unless, of course, the temperature gets way too high. And I might look into that. Yeah, apart from that, the fact that as soon as you power it up, it starts working appears to be very well received by most of the people that have it in RVs or a cabin, because you can just have it turn on by turning on the power, and if the diesel heater is also powered by that power source, then I suppose powering it up is no problem. I wonder what that would be like powering it down, because you really want the thing to be able to purge all the heat, get rid of all the remaining diesel in the burn chamber. Would have to think of something there that we can turn this thing off and then give an all clear to turn the power off. Haven't thought of that yet. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of ideas out there, and let's just explore them one at a time. I think for now, that's it. That was everything that I had. I am going to show some data and some footage from me heating up this room here. I'm going to play this at a higher speed, but it actually, the diesel heater here heats up the room in 10 minutes from, like, I don't know, below 17 degrees Celsius to about 20, and it does a really great job. And as soon as it gets somewhat warm, like within 1.5 degrees, it actually ramps down and the noise goes away. So I like that a lot. Okay, I think that's all that I have. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next week.